That's our dude. Again, Rob Schneider's 7 million ways to say dude. This is one of those like confused dude things. Like, you can't be this stupid. Like, dude. Hat tip again to the great at TechnoFog, at Techno_Fog on Twitter. Don't know who he or she is. Just know it's a really good account for information. He uncovered this gem yesterday. Remember, the FISA court scandal? You all know the FISA court scandal. The FBI, DOJ, in conjunction with intelligence officials, obviously spied on the Trump team. We now know that due to the Horowitz report. And how they did it was getting a warrant through the FISA courts, the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Courts. Now, the FISA court claims they're now really upset about it, and they've appointed an investigator, Joe, to look at what happened. You got lied to. That's what happened. The whole collusion thing was a hoax. That's what happened. This is funny. The guy they appoint, showing you again how the swamp is deep. They have like mangrove roots. Since you're in Florida, you know what I'm talking about. You can't even touch the mangrove. The roots go deep. The swamp is deep. You can't. The swamp rats in D.C. are like the mangroves in Florida. They're protected, although they're beautiful mangroves. We love them. Comparing them is actually offensive to the mangrove. The mangroves outside of my house are now deeply offended. I compared them to D.C. swamp rats, but they go deep. So who does the FISA court appoint to look at this malfeasance? Joe, this is crazy. They appoint this guy, David Chris, who TechnoFog at Twitter found. Said this is a screenshot from his Twitter feed at Techno_Fog. David Chris, who now apparently due to some, FOIAs or whatever, they got a hold of some of his emails. Conveniently, he's emailing Stuart Evans and Tash Guahar, who were intimately involved with the DOJ and FBI in the Spygate scandal too. And David Chris, the guy who's supposed to be looking at this malfeasance, he emails them, and get a load of this one. David Chris says, "Hello, DOJ redacted. I have been asked by the Washington Post to write an op-ed on the forthcoming FISA memo from Chairman Devin Nunes." He then says to them, "If you get stuck on anything in the draft, I will modify or cut for you." This guy, whoa. You think this is trouble? The guy who's supposed to be looking at the FISA abuse that Devin Nunes exposed was writing to the DOJ FBI personnel involved in the FISA scandal and misleading the FISA court, and is writing to them asking for their feedback on an op-ed he's writing in the Washington Post to trash Devin Nunes? Ladies and gentlemen, this is not a joke. This is the guy, the FISA court's like, that's our dude. That's our dude. Again, Rob Schneider's 7 million ways to say dude. This is one of those like confused dude things. Like, you can't be this stupid. Like, dude, this is your guy? You can't be this dumb. Oh, it gets better. Here's another one, hat tip TechnoFog. Beautiful. Another great catch. David Chris, when he wrote the op-ed, it has a little boilerplate thing here. David Chris served as a national security advisor to the Clinton campaign in 2016. Joe, this is all crazy talk. David Chris, the guy the FISA court wants to look at abuses of the FISA court to spy on the Trump team, wrote an op-ed to get out ahead of Devin Nunes, who exposed the abuses and was also a national security advisor to Mrs. Clinton. All a coincidence, folks. Nothing to see here, man. Nothing. Don't you worry. It's all legit. The deep state isn't real. The swamp is all our imagination. Parnas's recordings. Days later, media reports appear. Days after that, Democrat senators are alleging quid pro quos. It falls apart. It resurfaces. Our swamp rats go to work for Adam Schiff. In the same month, the fake whistleblower appears. Don't worry, media people. No reporting necessary. It's all one big Aesop's fable.
You just heard The Dan Bongino Show. You can also get Dan's podcasts on iTunes or SoundCloud. And follow Dan on Twitter 24/7 at DBongino.